Hi, and welcome to Cryptosis. My name's Rusty G. This week it's only me and Corey. So, Corey, how's it going this week, man?
It's going pretty good. I just beat the new South Park game, so it frees me up to be able to do stuff again.
That's awesome. So, I this week have done absolutely nothing other than really I'm trying to sell off some stuff on the side. So, trying to get rid of, matter of fact, I just sold a router. Which Corey, I probably should have sold it to you for a better router. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, but anyway, not much that I did really this week, other than maybe give some news about cryptocurrency at work. Had some girls ask me about cryptocurrency, and it's funny because whereas I'm in the $1,000 range, where I took $1,000 and put it in back in November, these people at work are talking about $5, $10, $25, $50, and to me, it's like it's not really, but whatever, I'm not harping on them. That's what they can afford. And as we always say, you only invest what you're ready to lose. So at the time I had $1,000 just sitting there that wasn't really doing anything. So I was ready to do something with it. So I wanted to invest. And so I invested, and here we are now, November, December, January, February, 4 months later. And I got a mining machine going on behind me. Here we are doing a YouTube talk every Tuesday about stuff like this. So this week we want to talk about faucets and other sources of income that are just doing other things to get either Bitcoin or anything else really. We wanted to talk about just being able to plug into like little games or little things that give you small amounts. This is a little bit different than mining. This is a little bit different than doing, I don't know, proof of work stuff, staking, I don't know, but a little bit different. But you can sign up for different services. And Corey knows a lot more about this stuff than I do. He got me on Steam. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. There's one, I think, Bitcoin.free or I forget. But Corey, start off with the first one, possibly.
All right, so faucets are these websites where you go to them, and you're basically viewing all the ads on there. They're making money off the ads, and they're paying you to come to their site. So whenever you go, there'll be like a little captcha that you have to go click, and it'll be like a little box. Click I'm not a robot. Sometimes you'll have to do more than just click the box. Sometimes you'll have to go through and click bridges and cars and different things like that to verify you're human. And it'll give you a little bit of Bitcoin or Dash or whatever, There's many, many, many different faucets out there, and some are better than others, but we'll get into all the different ones tonight.
Yeah, with the one that you got me started on, you're basically going in and it's kind of like, I wouldn't say a raffle or even gambling, I guess, but it's like you press a button and it randomly gives you yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, and you're bidding on whether it goes up or down or whatever. And you can set it at automatic at a certain rate to say, I'm going to do 0.0001 Bitcoin, or I'm going to do 0.01 Bitcoin this time. It's a high low bet, I think, is the way that particular one goes. Is that correct?
That's the one over on Free Bitcoin where you don't actually have to do the betting, but if you do the betting, it increases your chances of winning, uh, or getting like claiming more. It increases just by little amounts, but I think you'll probably end up losing more as it goes along. I wish Shane was here because Shane hates that website now because he figured out how to game the system, and then he lost all of his Satoshi. So,
That's
but
awesome. Yeah, looking here at free Bitcoin, this is basically, you can deposit in and play your own money if you want. Otherwise, you can just start out with just a small amount, whatever. Of course, I don't really ever pay attention to any of this on the front end. Maybe I should, but I always just do the I'm not a robot. Then I click on roll, gives me some whatever. Hey, look, I've won point, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know what this is. And
that's the part where I was telling you about. You multiply how much you claim. That's by playing the free roll game.
Okay, I gotcha. So it looks like here I've now just won 0.0000023 Bitcoin, two free lottery tickets, and two reward points. So now I can where's the normal high low game? How do I get to the high low?
All right, so if you're looking at your screen there, if you see where it says play multiply BTC right there on your screen, yeah, click that. So there's your high-low game. This is where you
Okay.
lose all the money that you just got for free.
Yeah, so this is basically just a high low bet, and this is the one that I from time to time I'll play. And I'm basically I can select my bet amount, and I can do all whether I'm going to go high or low. I can do auto bet as well, and just watch it just literally play for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, however long I can get it to go. I like doing just manually, just doing it just because it makes me feel like, okay, I'm the loser because I selected high or whatever. Hey, I just won another 0.00001. And there's actually videos about this website that lets you know it does like a percentage base, and it tells you once you've done so many or whatever, your next best bet is to do this or whatever. And you can see my bets here at the bottom, and I can go through and basically cash out on these if I wanted to. Of course, this many zeros and a 2-3 is like less than pennies in the Bitcoin world as it comes to US dollar. So there's not, it's kind of a fun thing. I play it more on mobile than I do on desktop. So I have a little bit more fun.
The best part about that website that you're on is that you can put your own money in there and leave it, and they will pay you to leave your money in there.
That's news to me. I didn't know I could leave. So I would probably be better off to take my Bitcoin and drop it in here. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like if you go see where it says earn BTC at the top there.
Well, if I quit right clicking, I can actually click
Yeah.
on earn BTC.
All
Okay.
right. So this shows you that you earn 4.08 APR. So you earn a little bit every day, and you got to have 30,000 Satoshi in there minimum before you'll start earning on this website. And I used to have a lot of BTC in here. I had about $700 worth, I think, at one time. And of course, I didn't earn that on the side. I deposited it there so it would gain the interest. So if you plan on holding your Bitcoin, this is a pretty safe place to put it because this website's been around for a very long time. This is one of the very first faucets, and it's really trustworthy.
Yeah, you got me in on it way back when, and I've honestly, I think I just play the game more often than I do anything. I've never actually seen this. So you're getting, let's see, the 4.08 annual interest rate, plus you'll pay 25% referral commissions for any interest. So what exactly is it? Is it because they're using your money for people to play with, and that's why you're getting paid, or what's the deal here?
That's part of it. They use it to pay for servers. They actually have a lot of mining that they do on their site, in like in the background. So that your money goes to help fund them up front, and they pay you a little bit of money for keeping it there. You know, it's just like a bank. You know, they pay you a little bit of percentage for keeping your money there. And I'll actually show you. I'll show you mine real quick to show you
Yeah, and
how
as
much
he's doing that, if I scroll down, hey, Rusty, just keep reading. How do you make money to pay us interest? And when you hold money in free Bitcoin account, we split it in three parts used to cover withdrawal, second part's to bankroll or multiply game, and the third part is expand the Bitcoin mining operation, which apparently 9.065 petahashes. That is ridiculous how much hash. Wow, geez. Anyway. But yeah, wow, that's really cool.
See, and the money that I had in there, I earned 27,385 satoshis. That's how much I earned just from keeping money in here. And it's got a little calculator here, so you can see how much you got in there. So you can put in point 0.1 Bitcoin, and it tells you your daily interest here, your monthly, and how much you earn a year. So you can get zero point zero 0.04 for having point 0.1 in there. So
Oh
that's
wow.
that's what, $800. You put $800 in there, and you get 408,000 Satoshi, which is roughly $40 a year, something like that.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's like a bank. I mean, in the sense of you're not getting loads of amounts of money back, but you are getting, a little bit here, a little bit there, for keeping it in different locations. So that's actually kind of interesting. I've never actually paid attention to that side of it. So I've just always played the free, and I always lose, as you can tell by my balance. If I were to screen share again, my balance is back to zero most all the time. So interesting to say the least. But all right. Other than free Bitcoin, what else can we lead them towards?
So there's a website CoinPot, which is where is like a where they hold like a bunch of your different coins from some of these different faucets, and they're only affiliated with certain faucets. They're affiliated with all the Moon faucets. You got your Moon Bitcoin, Moon Dogecoin, Moon Dash, Moon Cash, and Moon Litecoin. Did I say Dogecoin? I think I did. So all of those are on there, and then you got your bonus Bitcoin that's also on there, and Bitfun is on there as well, and they work pretty much the same. You go in there and you click the thing, and but I don't think any of those. Well, the Bitfun has one where you can bet your coins if you want to bet on there. They also have little mini games you can play, like cut the rope and stuff like that, and you can earn while you're playing those as well.
So this is the website here, coinpot.co. Is that correct?
That's right.
So it looks like they've also got a cryptocurrency micro wallet. And they've got, like you said, Moon Dogecoin, Litecoin, Moonlight Coin, Satoshi. Now, just because I hear you and we talk about it all the time in chat, but honestly, I'm still not 100% on Satoshi. What's the difference between Satoshi and Bitcoin?
Well, Satoshi is just like the smallest percentage of a Bitcoin. It's just like a penny is 1/100th of a dollar. One Satoshi is one whatever is it, 1 billionth
Oh wow,
of a Bitcoin. So that 0.000001 is one Satoshi. Just like 0.01 is one penny.
gotcha.
So I mean, it sounds kind of confusing, but if you think of it like in dollars and cents, you
It
got
makes sense.
Bitcoin
Yeah,
dollars,
yeah.
and you got your billions of
Okay.
cents.
Yeah, and it looks like in the last 7 days they've paid out just about 3.8 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin Cash, 3 million Dogecoin, 68 Litecoins, and 8.5 Dash. Which those numbers sound low, but if you look at the price of these different coins minus Dash or Dogecoin, these are actually that's a lot of money that they've actually paid out. I'll have to look into this. This is a new one on me. This I actually haven't actually even had a chance to take a look at that. So CoinPot cryptocurrency micro wallet. I'll have to definitely check that out.
Yeah. And once you get into the wallet, you go to all these different faucets that are associated with it. Um, you're going to earn little bits of Bitcoin. It's usually they'll pay out like a third of a cent worth of Bitcoin on each one of these, and through their website, which is pretty cool. I actually have it loaded up. I'll go ahead and let me do a screen share here, and I'll show you what you can do with it. So when you go through there, you'll see all your different bits of coin here. I'm almost up to 100,000 here. That's my goal, because when you get to the 100,000, you can withdraw from this site for free. So that's pretty nice. They have different amounts that you can withdraw. So you have your deposit. So you can put Bitcoin in there if you want to go ahead and withdraw. You can put money in and then pull it back out. You can use this as a wallet. It's been fairly secure. It's been going up and down occasionally, so it's been inaccessible every now and then. But you have your withdrawal, and then you can convert your Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash or one of these others and do the same. And then you can also mine Bitcoin on here. So it does browser mining, and which it's pretty cool that you can do that. I've been mining Dash. You can actually create your own. It'll give you a URL that you can use, and you can bring that up at any computer you want to go to. You don't have to bother through logging in. So whenever you go to their website, you'll see this, and it'll show you your hash rate. And it's mine's going to be really low because I'm running on a Surface and I'm doing all this other crap, so it's not going to show all this other. But you can change this around. It'll mine a little bit faster, use up a little bit more of the computers.
I like what it's doing right there. It also shows your threads as well, showing that you have a multi-threaded machine. Yeah, look, you got 8 threads there that you can actually pull off of and actually get a little bit more. Which, if you've got a machine there that has that, and you don't have a high-end graphics card, you might have a high-end CPU. It's not going to do crazy amounts of mining, but I mean that's definitely pretty cool that you can check it out.
And then, like I said, you click the earn more here, and you can copy this and put it somewhere, or you can make your own widget. So if you have a website, you can throw this on your website, and when people visit your website, it'll actually mine on your site, and the money will go straight to your coin pot. So that's
Nice.
yeah, so that's pretty sweet. And it's got like little graphs down here, so you can see where all your money's come from. And most of mine's come from bonus Bitcoin, and then you can see a lot of it's come from Moon Dash and so forth. And you see
That's
all
actually
your
pretty cool.
here. So apparently, someone that I referred just just deposited some Bitcoin here. So they got 16 Satoshi, and it went in for me. So I got 8 Satoshi out of it, which isn't much, but if you get a lot of people doing it, it adds up.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so like another thing on these websites, so yours might look a little bit different than mine because I'm using the Brave browser. So a lot of these sites, it's not loading all the ads. And if you're going to use these sites, I recommend using the Brave browser. So it'll work. If you're using ad block through Google, it's going to stop you. It, it'll say you need to turn off ad block. But if you're using Brave browser, it'll block all this stuff. See, it says block 23 different ones here. So it's been 20 minutes since I mined on claimed on here, but this one actually has a mining bonus. There are a few that will do that, so you can click on that, and as long as you leave this page open while you're waiting on your next claim, it'll be mining in the background, kind of like that other website was, and it'll add a little bit of a bonus to it. So like you can click that, and it's got your default there, and you click claim, pops up. I'm not a robot. And I found that if you click in this box, sometimes it won't give you this pop up where you have to click on all the stuff. But you can click anywhere in that rectangle. It just kind of depends. Sometimes it likes to be more generous to you than others. And submit. And so once you click that, it'll show you all your different stuff here. You got your daily loyalty bonus. So if you do this every day, this goes up. It goes up to 100%. I got up pretty high, and then the site was kind of messing up, so I didn't log back in soon enough and lost my bonus. You got your referral bonus, and then you got your offer bonus, which I'll tell you about in a second. And then your mystery bonus, this kind of is just whatever. It changes. I don't understand. It's just kind of random. And then there's your mining bonus, but it's not going to show up with a mining bonus until like later on. So you go up here to offers, and this is kind of like some of those other GPT or Beer Bunny sites, and it'll pay you to do stuff like it. You may watch some videos, or you do some surveys, or it may have you download some games, and like this one here. So you play this Star Colony game, and once you download it, it says you have to get to level 5. it'll give you 16,320 Satoshi, which is pretty good. But you got to get to level 5 and do all this stuff. And it says it pays out with 1 day. So that's a pretty good one. I might actually go back and try that one. And like I said, BitFun will also do these things as well.
Awesome. I really like it. I definitely going to have to switch over to that. I haven't made it over to Brave browser just yet, but another one that I wouldn't consider a faucet, more along the lines of trying to make money while sending out your emails and different things like that. I can give out my public email address, or not really a public email address, but earn link, and leave that basically everywhere, which is earn.com/RustyG. Or I can put it in my email signatures, or I can do it whatever. And I can go through and earn for people that want to actually email me publicly, so that I get paid $1 in Bitcoin or whatever it is. Currently, I have 0.001 Bitcoin, which is apparently $1.11. And I can go through, and these emails have been coming from some of the more recent ICOs and a couple different places, like this one right here. I have 63 hours to click on this, and I can earn $1 from it. So if I click on it here, it'll show you this is an airdrop that they're doing. It's the dollar DAXed airdrop. You can go through and all the way up through March of 2018, and I can actually go through and start. And what they'll do is you can insert any sort of Ethereum address, and a couple of these below down here as well have the same thing where I can enter in an Ethereum address and they'll attach it to it. The only thing I don't like is that on the second step of the survey, I have to sign up for, oh goodness gracious, I've forgotten the app. It starts with a T.
Telegram?
Yeah, you have to sign up for Telegram, and I'm already like, I'm so far gone with so many of these apps with cryptocurrency. It's ridiculous. So I haven't really taken the time to sign up for these, because I mean,
Telegram.
I enter.
I was gonna say Telegram is like the ICO app, because everybody wants you to join their damn Telegram so they can keep you up to date on it.
Yeah, I'm not really into that. So, but if these were real emails, per se, from real people, not that these aren't real emails, these are just real notifications that people are trying to get you in on their ICOs or whatever, I can actually earn $1 from it just by accepting it, running through their little thing or doing whatever. Or if someone actually paid me a real amount to actually get to my inbox and get here, you know, I could go through and read their email if they wanted to publicly. And the cool thing about it is, and I go into the bounce section, and this is where a lot of my emails get bounced back, because what'll happen is I sign up for a service that I agree to the terms of the service, whatever, and then they sell my email address to other companies that I didn't exactly sign up for. So for instance, Bargain Hunt, Amazon, that was an Amazon email. So apparently it accepted that. E-rewards, which e-rewards separately outside of cryptocurrency, that's another one that pays you for doing their surveys. PetSmart, Fuel Rewards, Pandora, Flipboard, stuff like that. But you'll see emails that come in, and I can actually look at the ones that were bounced, like Set TV Now. Also, I need to tell you about that one, Cory. Set TV Now is pretty cool. Set TV Now, you can see all these emails that were bounced, and I can actually go through and unbounce them and allow them to come through so that they come in to my email without getting bounced again, because these automated emails, it gets stuck in a loop because the automated email will get sent. This sends an email back, and then they send an email back, says this is a no reply email. Why are you sending this stuff? This, that, and the other. But like this email down here, some guy randomly emailed me with information that I have no clue who he is, and so it got bounced out. Of course, you see my Microsoft email for Xbox. It's about to expire, and my Speed Pass for Exxon. But I like it in the sense of it allows me to publicly post a contact information without actually having my real email out there, in a sense. And, you know, if you really, really absolutely absolutely want to get in touch with me, you can basically get in through here. But not a faucet in that sense, but still a neat service that I like to use just for that particular purpose. Cory, what you got?
Yeah, I need to set mine up with that balance. Like I could have sworn that I did that, but I guess maybe I didn't. But that would be super handy because I'm getting tons of email now, thanks to all of these airdrops that I've signed up for. I I get like 3 a day from some of them. They're like, "Hey, did we tell you that we could do an ICO?" I'm like, "Yeah, you told me like 5 minutes ago, you turd."
Yeah, and that's one of the big reasons why I love this. Is Google is really good because I use Gmail. Google's really good at doing the filtering for the most part, but this is like one extra step that allows for that. So these probably would have been real emails about airdrops because I've been signing up just as well for most of the stuff that you've been signing up for. So yeah, this is really good to see these pop up and let me know that, hey, they tried, but no, but they're willing to pay $1. So, at least try it out.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. I like it.
All right. So what you got next for us, Cory?
As far as earning, there's Steemit. Steemit's is a really good one. If you're good at writing some content, you can get on there and create some blog posts and or post pictures and do different things like that, and you can earn money that way. And that one, the guy that was behind Steemit is Dan Lanimer. I never can say his last name right. But here's first, which was an exchange, and then he created Steemit. And his next project, EOS, is coming out this summer, and EOS is going to be huge because it's like Ethereum, and EOS actually stands for Ethereum on steroids. No, I'm just kidding. But they haven't said what EOS actually stands for. They kind of leave it anonymous, up to everybody. But I was watching this other this other video online, and they asked him if it stood for Ethereum on steroids, and he was like, "Yeah, if you want it to stand for that, just that's what it stands for." But anyway, so there's so Steemit. I'm trying to get it loaded up before I start screen sharing on here
That's
because
fine. Well, while you're doing that, I haven't been paying attention to chat, but I just want to bring this up real quick because I just now swapped back over to chat. So, and I apologize already if I mess this up, but Jurikandra cosplay. It looks like we were talking about the faucet before, and it said, mind you, if you leave your currency in their site, I'm assuming this is the free Bitcoin one from earlier, or anyone's site other than your own computer, you risk the potential of the site being hacked and losing all your money, which is a great point. Probably low risk, and it didn't look like, Cory, you had a lot of money on there anyway. But because they work in such small portions of Bitcoin, so it's not really crazy. They also said proof of stake coins work like earning interest too, and you can have the wallet staking in your computer earning interest on the balance in your local wallet just as well.
yes, we talked about Arc staking Arc last time, didn't we?
Yeah, and I've actually I installed the app on my Surface and have yet to finish the setup on that because there's still some more setup that I got to do. Like I got to find some person who's a who I say they can do stuff with it or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I got to do that. But don't forget, yes, on the side here, guys, you can actually leave questions, comments, anything. We'll be more than glad to answer any questions if you've got them. I apologize for not catching them right away. We were screen sharing other stuff, but if you do have questions, comments, or concerns, please leave those here on the side if you are here live with us. Cory, back to Steemit. Are you able to bring that up just yet?
Oh yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second. All right. Why is that up there? There we go. So yours may look a little bit different than mine because mine didn't load up all the way. Let's turn off night mode. I got night mode on right now. So normally it's white. All of this is white. And it's not one to toggle for me. course it wouldn't. But anyway, so this is kind of what it looks like. You have like what you call your blog here, and you make your post, and it tells you in real dollars how much your post was worth. So this one you see here is worth $1.74, and it got 7 upvotes, and it's got 1 comment. And then you can click on it here, and you can view the post. You see what I wrote. I wrote about this new flu drug that's coming out next year in America. It's probably going to come out this summer in Japan. It doesn't have a name yet, but it's going to be pretty sweet. And so I'm with this group, this Minnow support group. So they help you with some upvotes, and so they did a upvote here, this Minnow support, and you can see that they helped me out, and all these other people gave me upvotes and made it this much. You can click here, it'll show you how much your payout's going to be. So I'm going to get 0.45 Steam power in 7 days. With Steam, you have different ones. You got your Steam, which is kind of like a liquid, so you can send and receive that pretty easily. And then you have Steam Power, which stays in your wallet, and you have to wait for that to leave. You have to go through a power down. It takes 13 weeks to completely power down all the money that you have in there, and it does it in increments. So whatever your percentage is, it does 13%, or not 13%. Well, yeah, as time goes on. And then you have your Steam dollars, which is another kind of liquid amount, and it's supposed to be tied to the dollar. So you can see that I have 0.944 Steam dollars, 187 Steam power, and 0.001 Steam. And all of that equals $728. And I've earned about 87 of this Steam. The other 100 I bought and put it in here.
So I'm going to take a look at mine because you recently got me up on this, and I'm going to do a screen share as I try to pull this up because mine's still white. So this is what everyone would still look like if you were to sign up for the site, because I haven't really honestly done much with it. But apparently my one post has gotten me 4 cents. All right. Talking about mining with my Radeon, and I'm pretty sure that's probably you guys upvoting that. How do I, no, it says 1 vote.
Yeah, click on the post itself.
Okay.
Okay, and you can click that, and yep.
Yep, it's just you that voted it, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So this was my link to my website. Of course, I'm using my website to do this because you can get a lot more done with a website than I think you can with Steemit. I think Steemit, maybe I'm wrong. Does Steemit not? I mean, are you what are you posting through to get it to Steemit, or are you posting on Steemit directly?
You post on Steemit directly. You can also go through busy.org, and whenever you post on there, you can use different HTML tags, and those will work for formatting. So like if you want to center your post, you put your brackets and put center, and then you do bracket / center, and it'll put that in there. Not bracket, but the greater than, less than stuff,
Yeah, all the HTML code. I see that here. I really honestly, this stuff drives me nuts because this is in a lot of boards that you go through, and you can go through and set up, they have their own like BB bulletin boards. But I mean, to me, I've got a lot more to say, I guess, and there's not really a word count, so they're not really worried about it here. But I guess technically I could take the exact same text that I'm putting in my personal website and put it here just as well. Because if you go, and I'm totally gonna
go to busy.org. Well, you got this pulled up here.
Busy.org.
And this is the same thing. It's just kind of like a reskinned version of Steemit. But it has like thumbs up. It's kind of a slightly more friendly interface, I would say. And I don't know if you can just log in. I don't know if it'll copy all your info over through Steam Connect. You can try that since you've already logged into the other. This is something they just added in there in Steam Connect. So it should be able to pull up all your info on the other. Just yeah, click that and see if it like just start typing in your name.
Well, what I'm trying to do is I thought I had my thing set up for Steam it from for my LastPass.
Uh,
Yeah,
that's
I've
I was
got
wondering.
yeah, I've got it, but that's LastPass. It's for I guess because I'm logging in a different website instead of steamit.com, it's not seeing
No.
it because it's steamconnect.com. So it's like a 16-digit number that I have set up, so I'm not even sure what that is. I'd have to go back into that separately.
I got you. Yeah, once you get into it though, it's a different format, but you may like it better. Like it'll give you a word count if you really want to see a word count, and it'll tell you like how many minutes worth of a read that you have typed up at that moment too.
Well, I was going to do that while you were talking, but that's it. I guess I've got too much going on in my stream. But anyway, so this was my site, my personal site that I use for blogging. I mean, technically, it's all the same HTML that's in the blog post that I could have copied and pasted into, because the only difference is the images are hosted on my website. So technically, I could change the image tags, you know, just to show, instead of it giving just the root file where it is hosted on my server, I could actually just change it to iknowroasting.com/images, whatever I have my images set up, and I could copy and paste that same HTML and get the same look out of it. It just wouldn't be the branding of my personal website with links to other things. It would just go into my Steemit post.
Yep.
Okay.
I was able to log in. Let me go ahead. I'll go ahead and do my screen share again. And I figured out why my stuff was all black. It was because I was using Firefox. And I had my thing turned on here. It turns everything black anyway. So once you get in here, like you see your posts here, see it tells you your words and minutes to read. So I'm be like, hey, I am Cory. So and it shows you what your preview looks like down here. And then if you want to, you can make stuff italics. You know, so yeah, when italics, or you can make it bold. Now it's bold, and you can make your links. So you can click here and do that. Do a quote, and you can change all your headings and add in images here. You can just like any kind of image you want to use. Like didn't want to go there, but whatever. So if they say if I want to use this image, if it'll let me copy that, I can go over here and control paste, and then boop, it posts that image right there. So I don't have to download an image, then re-upload it somewhere else. I just copy and paste, and it puts the image right in there for me. So it's pretty simple if you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, the only thing I could see happening there is if, because they, I think it's called hot linking, or at least it used to be, or may still be, but days past, if you hot linked like that and an image in your, you know, pulling from someone else's server, not hosting on your own server, they could actually block you from that, which is interesting, just because that's coming from their server versus, you know, of course, Busy probably doesn't have a hosting place.
It's not hot linking. If you look right here, it sees where the image was, and it downloads the image and uploads it into their cloud. See,
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
yeah. So and does the same thing on Steam. It goes through a different cloud service, but it'll get uploaded to this cloud service. So it'll, and all your images will stay there. The only way they won't come up is if you get downvoted. So like you'll see this post, this one right. Let's see, where's I had a post that got downvoted the other day because I pissed this guy off because I downvoted his whale, and I guess it's just not going to show up on here. Or was this it? Maybe nope, that wasn't it. I'm not sure what happened to that post. I guess maybe it doesn't even show up on here if it gets downvoted on Busy, but you can see it on Steam. It when I was on there, and the guy got mad and he downvoted my picture and my stuff, and none of the pictures would show up in that case. Because and the reason
Okay.
it went away, and the reason it went away is because like his downvote was worth so much that it just killed it because he had
So
so many.
actually, I was gonna say, so if he has enough power, quote unquote, he can actually, take it away from you and not allow you to make any more money on it.
That's right, and that's one problem with the site. So if there's somebody that just really freaking hates you, they can just go in here and they can just downvote all your posts and make you not get any money at all.
So this sounds, as far as Busy and Steam it both, this sounds a lot like what Dig used to be back in the day, where you could post into, and Dig when it first started was more, I'm going to say Craigslist like, in the sense of just text and just information, nothing really big. You just, got what you needed. There's no extra ads. There's no extra nothing. You could upvote something and say, I really like the story, because Dig would link to another website for another story or something along those lines. Except for now, with what you're showing me with Steam It and Busy, you're actually posting on their own server, and you're actually making your own votes or whatever, and it's staying there versus going to like Bitcoin News or Coin Trader or whatever. It's not linking to another website. It's actually staying right there on the website, and you can see some of those votes go up or down or whatever. And popular votes get more money, and less popular stuff gets less money.
Yeah, it's all about how much money you have in here, how much your influence is worth, and it's good and it's bad. I mean, you start off with nothing unless you want to go buy you some Steam from somewhere like Binance, and feel free to use my code, get you in Binance, uh, and you can send that over here, and basically you can earn money off of your own money just by doing that. Like, see, here's BTC Venom. We talked about him in the stream. He's the one that got me into Steam, and this is one of his posts here. It's just a little short Zapple post, and that's all it says there. And he's got $16.87 off of that. And I can go over here, and I can like it. And when I come over here on Busy, you can actually choose how much you like your post. So if I want to do it 100%, it'll be worth 5 cents. Or if I just want to say I'm gonna give 50%, it'll be worth 2 cents. And click confirm and give it a second, and this will change. Boop, and just gave him some change, and that went up. So now he's got a little bit of money for
So
me.
that's on a weekly basis that they're getting those power or Steam, correct?
That's right. And you can see right here how much everybody's vote is worth. So since he tagged Zapple, he got 69 cents just from tagging Zapple. And he's got all these other different ones that are paying out as well. And you can go through and you can see all the different ones here. And you can follow the different people. And, you know, pretty sweet. Pretty
Yeah,
sweet
so
stuff.
basically you're getting Bitcoin, well, not Bitcoin, but you're getting paid in Steam, which can transfer over to Bitcoin if you do trading or anything like that. But you're basically getting votes by your quality of your content, maybe not quantity. You might be able to do quantity. Me, I'm not able to. That's the reason why I have my own website, because I can't, I thought about doing uh, writing for other tech websites, but it's like they want so much. And so what they've done over the years is they've allowed for a lot more writers, from different locations for some of these big websites. So you don't have to be on a constant schedule, but you do have to do at least so many a month or so many a week or whatever. So with this, at least if you do something that's actually interesting and people like it, they can go through and say, hey, here's 5 cents, here's 10 cents, here's a dollar, here's whatever, based upon whatever it is that, that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, there's lots of ways you can earn. So, I mean, it's not, you don't have to take $1,000 out of your bank account and then get into crypto. you can use any of these methods we talked about tonight to get in to get you started. I mean, it's just going to get you hungry for it. You get $10 in there, you throw that on some coin, and it happens to get pumped one day, and all of a sudden you got like $70 worth, and you're like, oh my god, if I'd only had $100 in there. So then you start throwing some cash at it. And it's crazy money making machine, or it's a crazy losing money making machine as well. I
Yeah,
guess
and that's
debt making machine is what I should say.
speaking of outside of faucets, I did want to talk about one quick news story before we got done this evening. I thought this was kind of interesting. Last week, Congress was talking about it. And apparently, for the tax season this year, Arizona, the state of Arizona, has said they will accept Bitcoin and Litecoin and other forms of cryptocurrency for tax payment for whatever it is that you owe. So if you owe money and you're in Arizona, good on you. Hey, if you've got crypto and you are in the state of Arizona and you're in the cryptocurrency market in this community that we are, hey, you can pay your taxes with cryptocurrency if you feel the need.
That's pretty sweet. Also, there was a big BitGrail hack. That was a big thing that happened this past week. Um, what I say it was several hundred million. They got hacked on there, and they took a bunch of Neo. Used to be, wait, was it Nano? They took Nano. I keep screwing that up. They took Nano, which used to be Ray blocks, and so there's a big thing like that, and the price on that dropped some, which I was okay with because I kind of want to pick some up, and that was a good chance for me to buy some.
And wasn't it just a few weeks ago that Shane was talking about Ray Blocks, or is trying to get us on in Ray Blocks a few weeks ago or something like that?
Yeah, well, it was just that one exchange. It wasn't, and it's a new kind of currency because they have a different setup than the rest of the blockchain. There's moves slightly different. I'm not 100% on how it all works, but instead of it being like this block, it's more like there's all these other different blocks and they kind of interchange all together. I don't really know a whole lot of how it works. It sounded pretty interesting though, and I'm looking forward to that. And then I know you listened to it already, right? Block Zero, where they was talking about XLM,
Yep.
stellar lumens.
Yep.
And man, they got me FOMOing on that too. It's talking about they got some good news coming out for that.
Yeah, it sounds like they're trying to back some of the Lightning Network for these banks that are trying to get into crypto, and so it's interesting to say that Ripple, because the guy that he had on was the co-founder of Ripple and Stellar both, and he's on to different projects now. But it's interesting to see how some of these banks are going to try to bankroll with inside of crypto for some of their transactions, because the whole idea behind crypto was the idea that we're paying too much money to Western Union. PayPal freezes your account whenever they need to. That was a big thing. And banks can freeze your account if the government says that you're doing nefarious things. They can freeze your account. Basically, we don't want a third party. So it's interesting that with crypto, we're trying to get away from banks, but at the same time, banks are trying to get back into it because they know that's possibly the future and that things could change. So the banking side of crypto is going to be interesting for the future to see how it happens. That's the reason why I bought my 20 Ripple, and I'm probably going to buy some Stellar now. But we'll see what happens with it, because the banking industry is a whole nother animal when it comes to crypto.
Yeah, the hardest part about getting into crypto is getting your fiat into crypto. Once you got BTC or Ethereum and stuff, it's easy to change them in and out. But getting your US dollars into crypto is the hardest part. And that they're trying to fix that with Stellar Lumens because they have the FairX exchange that's going to be coming out sometime. I don't know when. It does, like, their website's pretty blank, but it's going to be pretty sweet. I don't know if I talked about it, but basically you'll be able to exchange fiat for like any currency through their exchange.
Yeah, and that's really hopefully the future. And matter of fact, I just did it this week. I sold my drone, kind of. It's backstory, but anyway, basically, I sold my drone for $500. I was like, oh, I'll take $500 and put it back into crypto. And with my Coinbase account, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just put it in there, and then it'll just no. You have to wait like 6 or 7 days, and then you can buy. And it's not so much. I didn't do it through Coinbase. I did it through GDAX because with GDAX you actually get a smaller amount of a fee, so it's not as big. But the problem is you're still waiting that 6 or 7 days. So unfortunately, I'm not getting the price that I wanted, possibly because by the end of this week the price could be up to 10 grand. Maybe, we don't know. Not looking likely that it's going to be, but still, I would have liked to got it at 8 grand versus what it's going to be at the end of this week. But at the same time, I was looking into the GDAX and Coinbase transfer process, and I added my bank, and they only allow a $250 weekly transfer, which is kind of annoying. So to trade in my $500 for crypto, I couldn't do it, and so I actually had to send the other 250 to you, Cory, and I'm hoping that you got it, and hopefully you'll transfer that over for me.
It's in process. I'm still waiting. My $75 just went in there for me from like a week or so ago when I put some of the money I got back in it dividends. I put a little bit of that in there. So I got to figure out when I'm going to buy and what I'm going to buy with that. I got so see
I
what
think I'm gonna,
happens.
yeah, I think I'm gonna do what Shane was talking about and just start setting up $10, $20, something small, something not too crazy, $5 or $10 a week, so that it automatically comes out. So by the time I think about it, it's already there, or I'm very close to getting it, or I may already, just be a few dollars short or whatever and just get it anyway. Or, because I mean, it's, and we've talked about this offline as well, kind of like acorns, sticking in, you know, rounding up your change to a point. And acorns, once you reach that $5 mark or whatever mark, you then take out. Of course, I've got acorn set up. That's a whole nother thing. When it comes to investing, has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, just another side investment thing that I do. But I mean, that's probably what I need to start doing, is setting aside $10, $20 a week, whatever it is, so that I can have some extra money ready to sit there and purchase when I'm ready to purchase. So
Did you see where if you get 12 people to sign up for Acorns in a month, they'll give you $1,000?
what?
Yeah.
That would explain the reason why I had someone on Facebook ping me. Well, not ping me. What do? They tagged me and then added it to my timeline, and like 45 other people. And I was like, why is he doing like I've been on Acorns for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years now. And I'm like, why are you like, I've been here. I know about this. I did not know that was that's probably exactly the reason why he tried to do that.
Yeah, there was a guy in our beer money chat, and he actually paid me $15 in PayPal just to sign up under his account because he was doing the same thing. And I mean, just think about it. If you pay 10 people $15, I mean, you're still going to get $850.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I would, I didn't even see this, so I'm gonna have to go back and check. And just, I'm gonna do the same thing that he did, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spam everybody. I'm gonna tag everybody. I'll have to take you out of the list because I know you're already on it. But I'll spam everybody and be like, "Oh, hey, Acorns is this great thing where you save money." And because I actually did, and I left a comment on his thing. I said, I actually used Acorns like 2 years ago to go to Hawaii. It paid for my plane ticket, which saved me like $900. So I mean, it's nice, but it's no longer savings at that point. It's just stuff that I put away for a rainy day fund. That's kind of what I consider Acorns to be, because it is a fund of sorts where it can go up or down because they're purchasing stocks and bonds and things like that with your money while you have access to it. So.
Now, if you like doing that with Acorns, you can also do that with crypto. It's this thing called Lawnmower. Have you ever heard of that one?
No, I'm gonna totally screen share this and look this up while you're talking
All right,
about it, though.
all right, yeah. Just go to the Google Play Store and look up Lawnmower. I used to do it. It got kind of integrated with Coinbase, and it was mostly just Coinbase stuff. But I think they've updated it where you can get other cryptocurrencies on there as well. I haven't looked at it in a while, but what it would do is anytime you made a purchase, it would round up your purchase, and it would save that. And then once you got to like $5 or $15 or whatever, then you could set it up where it would automatically buy Bitcoin for you.
So looking at their website, lawnmower.io, invest in blockchain assets. Of course, they show an iPhone. I'll guarantee you most people in crypto are probably going to be on an Android, just going to say. Anyway, it provides market research, investment tools, about.com, future, the investment of data, blockchain, get your first exposure, blockchain assets with invest, open an investment account, less than 2 minutes, buy and sell. So are you buying and selling within the app just as well whenever you're depositing?
I think maybe you can. Like I said, I haven't used it in a long time, but it's I think it may only be the stuff that's on Coinbase. I don't think you'll be like it shows a picture of Ripple, so I think maybe you can see the other coins that you can follow the prices. But as far as like what you can buy, I think that's only Coinbase stuff.
Yeah, their picture is really old. I see Bitcoin at 659, Ripple at less than a penny, Litecoin at 40. Wow, they have been around a while. Looking at some of this open investment account, track your portfolios, do the same. I may actually do this. I may do this instead of doing Acorns.
They haven't updated their app since September of 2016 though.
Oh, that is kind of scary. Let's open up Google Play here.
Yeah, you might want to do some more research on that. I mean, I think that there's not as much need for it anymore because you can do a lot of the stuff automated through Coinbase. Like you can automate your Bitcoin purchases through there, where it'll automatically buy it on every week or every 2 weeks if you want it. Unfortunately, it's just through the Coinbase site and not just depositing money in there and letting you do whatever with it later. But if you know you're not going to have time to deal with it and you just want to buy $20 worth of Bitcoin every week and you don't care what the price is, because eventually it's going to be $20,000, then so be it. You can set that up on Coinbase and buy it every week, every 2 weeks, every month, whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm seeing here at the bottom, like you said, what's new? Ether trading now available, blah, 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 updated 2016. So yeah, that may be a little bit more, maybe we shouldn't have shown that website, but still interesting to say the least.
Well, I used to use it, so I mean it was pretty sweet. And I mean look at the similar one over here. We got coin tracking. You wanna get on some coin tracking there?
Oh man, this one I think Shane actually talked about this and he gave me a hard time about it because he's like, we already talked about this, right? And I was like, I totally missed that conversation. I must have missed out. But coin tracking, does it do purchasing as well, automated?
I'm not 100%. I hadn't really looked at it a whole lot, but I think it will update it so many times for free if you have the free account. I don't know how many times it updates.
So with coin tracking, and this isn't a faucet, this isn't a money-making thing. This is basically, it's just a portfolio tracker to keep up with everything. And I actually shared this earlier this week to be able to, on my own personal account, not through Cryptosis, but basically you're able to keep up with all of your trades across most of the trading platforms. So I'm going to log in here real quick just so you can see it. And I'm going to pull my phone here and get the Google two-step verification. But you're right. Coinbase does have that. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing is doing a weekly purchase. Like you said, I don't really care what the price is. And I'm going to go through and set that up so that it just buys it out every single week. I'm going to say don't do this again for this computer because it doesn't matter.
I really wish they had a way where you could just deposit U.S. dollars into your U.S. wallet, your USD wallet on Coinbase. That would be super nice. Another thing Coinbase is doing, they have a new merchant thing that they're doing now. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw the merchant thing this afternoon where it's just like where you have the pay with PayPal thing where you give the third party or whatever website if they want to pay with their PayPal, you give them this little button and it's just code. And now they're doing the same thing, whereas pay with Coinbase and you can use your Coinbase account.
Yeah, it's pretty handy.
So this is my coin tracking. Of course, I think this number is a little fluffed because because with the free account you have to manually import everything. So like if I go through in here and you can see all of the different exchanges, Binance, Bitcoin.de, Bitfinex, Bitpanda, Bitstamp, Bitrex. These are some of the other exchanges that we didn't even come close to talking about last week on trading. And so I mean there's a whole lot more. And basically you can set up let's just say hit BTC, and you basically for the free account you basically have to manually import everything, which it goes through and it tells you what to do. Go in there, click this, do that, export this, download that, then upload it, and you go through and do it. You can actually go through and go to a paid account, which you can download the API or get the API secret key and all that stuff and do it automatically. But it costs, I think it's $100 US dollars well, it's actually in Bitcoin, but the current price puts it at about $100. Let's see if I can, upgrade account. So with the free account, you get 200 transactions, which I don't do enough trading to actually, 200 transactions, a lot of friggin' transactions for me. But if I were a day trader, maybe going up to 3,500. Tracking of coins is unlimited for all of them. The first thing you're going to see, automatic API imports. That's what I really, 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 really want, because I don't want to have to go through and every time I do a trade or a week later or 2 weeks later or a month later, I forget about it, have to manually upload it. I really want this automatic API thing. Blockchain imports with 2 wallets for the free account, 5 for the pro. Unlimited, get you 50. The one thing I do like about this is even in the free account, you have a little bit of tax reporting, very little. It's not 100%, but it works for if you're going to do your taxes this year. I'm going to sneak by and not really do them this year, so let's not talk about that. But if you wanted to, you can go through and set all this stuff up. So it's interesting. Like I said, yeah, this isn't this had nothing to do with it yet, but you brought it to my mind. I was like, oh yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
Hey, we was talking about the marketing. Go to rtggames.com real quick.
Okay, so rtggames.com.
Yeah, so the current thing that you can use through their merchant, their Coinbase merchant API, it's pretty limited. But once the web page loads here, I'll show you kind of what it looks like, because this is my web page.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's already got one save from you. I can see from
Yeah.
where I've got my refine set up. There you are at the bottom.
Yeah, this is my site wherever and where I created my card game, Liquid Courage. So if you want to check that out, you can just visit this site. It's a great game for if you like drinking and pickup lines. Hey, it's great for Valentine's Day because you want to use some pickup lines on all sorts of people. It
Yeah,
just
so
works
sorry for
out.
the slow loading because I'm streaming from 2 different machines at the same time.
Yeah,
Plus, I'm chat channel here in the background, so I've got like multiple streams going.
yeah.
But yeah, there's his
So
website.
if you see down here the pay with Bitcoin.
Moving down, pay with Bitcoin. I see
Yeah,
the big button right there.
yeah. You can just click that.
So I'm going to click on pay with Bitcoin, and it should load up, and it should give me.
So
So it's
and it tells
18
you
US dollars for his game.
what you'll get there. And so you can log in with you put your Bitcoin address or your Coinbase. you can log in through the Coinbase wallet there, and you can pay with your Coinbase.
Yeah, I see that. And so you get that straight back to your Coinbase as if I were actually sending you Coinbase or Bitcoin through Coinbase, directly.
That's right.
Awesome. One last one before we get out of here, and is because it popped up as I was loading his website, and I completely forgot about this one. But Refined, because he's got it up here in the top, as well as I've got it installed down here. This is one where you can basically share news. Is that the way it goes? I don't know that you're actually getting money out of it, but you're just sharing other news. Is that right?
Well, if you sign up and you link your accounts and stuff, they give you some tokens. And then if you get people to sign up under you, you get some tokens, they get some tokens. And the tokens are worthless currently, but apparently once they're all distributed, then they're going to buy all those back and you'll get X amount of dollars for whatever they're worth. So if they
Yeah, and it's a lot like those new the way blank tabs open up now for most websites. If you open a blank tab, it'll give you like good stories to read or things you might like or whatever. And it's the same thing here. You'll see stories that you might like or stories that you've actually read within your browser that might be interesting to you. Obviously, JP Morgan, astronauts, podcast stuff.
it's like Twitter with less spam.
Yeah. So I'm able to pull up some of these things that I might like because of things I've already read, or maybe I've opened. And does it read like where I've gone? Because I swear sometimes like I've read a website, the news story, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's somehow in my Refined, and I get an email. Oh, hey, by the way, this was in your reading list.
Yeah, I think it does kind of track some of that stuff. And if you're following a lot of people about cryptocurrency on Twitter, and it's a new story that comes out, then you'll see that get posted over there to Twitter a whole bunch. And if your followers are sharing it, then it's going to pop up on here as well.
Yeah, and this is kind of funny to see this one down here. How blockchain could kill both cable and Netflix. It's pretty interesting. I think I saw one earlier this last week that also said how blockchain could kill Uber and or Lyft in the future. And I think it's interesting
Okay.
because, well, you got to think about it because let me turn my screen sharing off here. Um, but as far as blockchain and Uber and Lyft, you got to think about it. Lyft, anyway. Uh, but blockchain, it basically allows you to do a peer-to-peer network without having to actually have that centerpiece, which is Uber or Lyft, and allows you to say, "Hey, I want to ride." And it just sends out through the network, just like the ledger does for the blockchain for cryptocurrency. It just lets everybody know, and everybody says, oh, well, then, you get person A to person B, and then that transaction is then recorded to the blockchain to go, hey, that ride history is now on the blockchain. So blockchain technology is not just in cryptocurrency. It can basically be applied to a lot of different things. So I have to keep telling everybody that keeps giving me the naysay stuff. I'm like, you realize it's not just like cryptocurrency is going to be here for a very long time, and you keep downing it, but it's here to stay, also because of all the other applied technologies that it could have.
Yeah, I'm just curious how that Uber thing would work out, because I feel like blockchain and all this stuff's supposed to be decentralized, but I don't know how much I want decentralized taxis running around. I mean, having some crazy dude down the street, yeah, I'll take you $20. I'll give you a ride to town, and then he takes me halfway down the road and stabs me or something. I don't.
I think it's more of those trusted things where you actually have a trusted user. You don't just some random person. I'm just using generic terms here, but I think you would have some point of transparency where that the other person is decent.
Yeah, let's hope so. Because I know through Uber and stuff like that, they make you go through extensive background searches and make sure you haven't committed vehicular manslaughter. So Joe Blow's not pulling up in his pickup truck, like, get on in the back, boy.
Anyway, that's going to be it for us this week. We've gone over by at least 8 or 9 minutes. So I really honestly didn't even plan on doing it this long, but I think we kind of had a little bit of fun with it. So, but don't forget, we do have a Discord channel. If you scroll down, if you're watching this on the web, or if you're watching this on your phone, mobile, whatever it is, there should be links in the description for our Discord channel. You can also follow Cory, all of his stuff, Twitter, Facebook, Steam it there. Mine as well, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google+, LinkedIn. Shane, which unfortunately he had to dip out this week, which hopefully we'll get him back next week. But you can follow him on Facebook and Steam it just as well. And then also please subscribe and hit that notification button so that you know every Tuesday when we go live, you are notified that we're, ready to go live. Anything else, Cory?
No, not really. Not unless you want to go buy Liquid Courage from RTG Games.
Awesome. Self-promotion. Gotta love it. So,
yeah.
All right, guys. We will see you again next week. We're going to get off of here and we're going to go talk some more Bitcoin and see if we can't make some more money for this week. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Check us out. Stay subscribed. Stay tuned. Till next week. We'll see you.